Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you like what you're seeing, then keep watching because today we're making some stewed peas. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You will not regret it. So today we're going to be using some black pepper, garlic powder, Sazon tropical or all-purpose seasoning, red peas, red beans, whatever you call it, wherever you're from, pimento seeds, which I'm going to be grounding those because I hate biting into the seeds, ginger, garlic, and pimento seasoning from the Grace brand, which I really love, some fresh thyme, and fresh garlic. You guys, your stew peas would need a lot of garlic, in my opinion, to be really good. Scotch bonnet pepper, and I'm only going to be using one of those, which I will not pierce the pepper. Some fresh blend, and I'm going to be using a lot of fresh blend today, you guys, so I'll list the ingredients for that below. And this is about 2 salted pigstail and about a pound of fresh beef. Alright, this is completely optional, but the first thing I did was to pick out all the ugly looking peas because I don't want that in my food, you guys. Next, I covered my peas with enough water along with about 2 cloves of the garlic chopped and a few of the pimento seeds, which I did ground. I'm also using my pressure cooker for this over a medium heat, and I allowed my peas to cook while I allowed my pigtail to boil. I'm boiling my pigtails just to remove the excess salt that they were soaked in, but if I was using a larger amount of pigtails, I would have definitely boiled them at least 3 times. I only boiled my pigtails once because I'm only using 2, and I'm making a very small amount of stew peas. After my pigtails were done boiling, I added them to the pot and allowed them to pressure cook for about 20 minutes before adding in the beef. The pigtails will take a lot longer than the beef to cook, and so that was the reason why I added the pigtails in first. I'm now going to season my pot again because stew peas needs a lot of fresh seasoning, you guys. So I went in with a large tablespoon of my fresh blend and a few seeds of grounded pimento, and I'm just going to cover my pot and allow this to pressure cook for about 25 minutes before checking the pot again. At this point in time, now we need to ensure that our beef is cooked nice and tender. We also need to ensure that our pigtails become cooked, and the peas, of course, needs to be cooked. So I did leave my pot alone, checked it for about every 25 minutes. I also added some fresh seasoning to it every other time that I checked the pot. And I also continue to check the tenderness of my meat. Something very, very important to pay attention to also, you guys, is how much water you have in your pot. So I would definitely encourage that you add small amounts of water at a time, depending on how thick or runny you want your stew peas. And I also added my coconut milk in about halfway while my stew peas was cooking. There's no special time to add the coconut milk in. You can definitely add that in whenever you're ready. And I'm also adding spinners to my stew peas. Spinners are dumplings, and it's really just flour with small amounts of water added to it until it's formed into a nice dough. Now that my stew peas look like it's coming together a little bit, my meats are almost tender. So I'm going to season my pot one last time. I added in the whole Scotch bonnet pepper, which I did not pierce, 1 really large tablespoon of my fresh blend, a few sprigs of fresh thyme, about a teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, 1 teaspoon of the ginger garlic seasoning, and also a half a teaspoon of black pepper. I lowered my heat to the lowest at this point in time, you guys, and I'm now preparing my pot to simmer. I'm also going to add just a little bit of water in here because my dumplings still aren't cooked and I don't want my stew peas to burn. Now for a recap of our stew peas tutorial. You want to ensure that you're using enough peas. That is very, very important. Add small amounts of liquid to your pot at a time. That way you can control the consistency of your stewed peas. You can definitely use any other meat you prefer. I'm only using pigstail and also fresh beef, but you can add chicken to this, anything that you'd like. Also, very important, taste your pot as you go and use lots of fresh seasonings, as stew peas love fresh seasonings. So my stew peas is now cooked, and I'm having this with some plain white rice, some Jamaican coleslaw, and some fried plantains, you guys, and I need nothing else. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Don't forget to like, comment, and let me know if you try this recipe. Subscribe for sure. And thank you guys again so much for watching.